Are you renovating your home? Here are some renovation tips you may not have heard before on how to maximize your resale value. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm not an interior designer, but these are findings that I've learned on my own renovation journey as well as work as a realtor. Now, let's get started. So for the focus of today's video, we'll be talking about Singapore apartments. So that means HDBs as well as condos. So for most owners, they have two goals. First would be to make the space feel as big and spacious as possible, and second would be to enhance functionality. First up, the hacking of bedrooms. Now, many owners like to do this to get a larger living room or to make another room bigger so you can build things like a walk-in wardrobe. But this can deter your future potential buyers and affect your resale value. Now, imagine you list up your 3-bedroom unit today. Most buyers looking at your listing are going to need 3 bedrooms. So when they walk into your unit and see that there are 2 rooms already knocked down, their focus is going to shift from how good the unit looks to how much it's going to cost to adapt it back to a 3-bedroom. And this will ultimately be factored into their offer, which could be lower. So here are some other options you can consider to achieve a similar effect.
First, you could consider a semi-enclosable room. So this could be done with a glass wall on one side to visually open up the space while keeping the functionality of all 3 rooms. This way, you get the best of both worlds.
Alternatively, if you are eligible to apply for a BTO, you may want to consider applying for the new white flats that will be launching in October this year. So this is a new type of flat that will be open concept with no partitions, free for you to design as you wish.
Now, if you're knocking a room to create a walk-in wardrobe, consider building one in the original bedroom. There are some really creative designs nowadays that are able to maximize the space but still have the same walk-in effect.
Now, moving on to our second point, did you know that it is illegal to install storage platforms in HDBs? Now, we see this very commonly in homes where you build a platform, put your bed on top, and then you have storage underneath. Now, according to HDB guidelines, you're not supposed to have any storage between a hardwood platform and the floor.
In addition, there are certain measurement requirements that need to be fulfilled, such as the room height remaining has to be minimally 2.4 meters. There's also a requirement that there is a 1 meter safety barrier between the top of the platform height to the window. Now, this is increasingly hard to do as newer flats now have taller windows.
Now, if an illegal platform bed is built, it can affect your future resale value. Now, during sales inspection, you may not be able to pass, and HDB can tell you or your buyer to remove it before the sale can complete altogether. So this will incur costs on either party side. Now, for condos, even though it is allowed, it will restrict the flexibility of layout for your future buyers. And in the cases of those who do decide to hack it, this would be extra cost, and at times the floor below can be damaged as well, which would be another cost. So in this case, it will be more advisable to buy loose furniture. Now, there are plenty of platform storage beds on the market that don't need to be built in. So this not only gives your future buyer more flexibility, but yourself for any changes while still being able to enjoy the storage. Lastly, let's talk about open concept kitchens. Now, they look great and are really popular in Western concept homes. But in the context of Singapore, most families need enclosable kitchens. So much so that if you go to new condo launches, often developers will price their layouts that have a closed kitchen to have a price premium. And this is because in Singapore, where we have a lot of Asian cooking styles that are heavier with more smoke and oil, in order to keep the house clean, an enclosable kitchen just makes more sense. So if you like the look of an open kitchen and you want to maintain the functionality of a closable one, you may want to consider a semi-open kitchen. This will give you the best of both worlds while still having the aesthetic that you like. In conclusion, while renovations are inherently subjective, appealing to the widest range of future buyers can significantly boost your selling price. It's wise to choose renovations that make most sense to the masses while infusing your personal style. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other tips or thoughts, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll catch you all next time.